All right, welcome back, everybody. Well, our next guests represent a high school sports team that's kind of making a habit of showing up on this show each and every year. The O'Neill Titans have now captured their 11th straight City High School Badminton Championship as a team. A number of their team members performed very well at regionals this past weekend and are headed off to provincials in where, fellas?
Wilkie.
Woo! All expenses paid trip to Wilkie. You might as well win because there's not much else to do.
Wow, I hope the Wilkie Chamber of Commerce is not watching tonight's episode.
Chances are good they're not. for so many reasons. Anyway, our next guests are Nathaniel, that's you, seated closest to Mitch, and Nicholas Eng, the Eng brothers of badminton fame for O'Neill. And gentlemen, first and foremost, congratulations on the double gold, both at cities and regionals.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Take us back to the gold medal matches. Pick one in terms of which one was tougher, but what was the match like? What was the city championship match like? Don't tell me you're playing another O'Neill team, because that would just be...
Well, we played them in the A final, but the AB final, they barely lost out to Leopoldus, and then we played the Leopoldus team. And
Was it a close one?
not really.
Oh, you guys! Obviously, as brothers and teammates, can we safely assume you guys have played as a team for a long time now?
Yeah.
Yeah,
How many years?
6 years, I think.
6 years.
The communication level when you're playing doubles. Like, who's kidding who? If Pete and I were playing doubles, it would take, what, 10, 15 minutes before somebody whapped the other one over the head with the racket?
Wouldn't take that long.
Wouldn't take that long?
No, I'd be prying a shuttlecock out of my ear.
Okay, so how do you manage to communicate in doubles? Because that court's not very big.
No.
How do you manage to do it without basically maiming one another?
I guess I kind of take the lead in that, and I just kind of yell at him. Hope he hears me.
And I follow along. That's pretty much it.
See,
Nathaniel,
you and I would succeed more if it was mixed doubles. True.
True.
We have to listen.
Nathaniel, you're the older brother.
Yeah.
The younger brother's sort of running your show over here. What's going on?
Oh, he's usually louder, so it makes more sense for him to scream at me.
So then if there's trouble at home and the parents are looking to deliver a little discipline, he's the one making the noise. Ooh, you're crafty. I like you.
How long have you guys been playing badminton?
I've been playing since I was 4 years old.
4.
Yeah,
What made you get into it?
parents, they just kind of brought me to the field house, and we just kind of played around there.
What's the best thing about it?
I guess like how much goes into it. Like you need a lot of skill, you need the speed, you need quick reactions. Just kind of need everything.
Do you guys play singles as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are you with that?
Nick's better.
Better than you?
Yeah.
Consistently?
At this point, yeah.
Oh, man.
The older brother's taking some flack from the younger brother.
It's like Cain and Abel, and we know how that played out. As I mentioned off the top, O'Neill has won 11 straight city championships. There's a certain expectation, although the coaching staff has changed in the past couple of years with Mr. Palmarine coming in. But when you sign up to play badminton for O'Neill, is it almost like, okay, well, you better be championship quality or else you're kind of wasting our time here?
Well, we sort of help build everyone up to that level. If you're not exactly all there yet, that's what we do during practices, where we help build each other up so we all sort of do well.
What's a practice session like? What's a typical practice?
Well, we usually start with, like, we get there, we set up all the nets and stuff, and then either we'll start with a run, or we'll start going to, like, dynamic stretching and all that stuff. Maybe we'll hit around a bit, and depending on the day, we'll either do some drills, or we'll go straight to games.
Doesn't matter what the sport is, there's always a run when it comes to O'Neill. Isn't there?
Afraid so?
Always a run.
Afraid so. That seems to be the thing. How many times a week do you practice?
Every day, pretty much.
Every day.
Except for Wednesdays, when it's our game day against like other schools. We usually have practice every day.
How many hours? A couple hours?
Hour and a half.
Not too bad. Do you guys play as well outside of that environment? Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
where and how often?
We train and play at cross court badminton, and usually we go for sure for 3 times a week, sometimes more.
You see, didn't even know there was a badminton facility in town. I mean, I know there's places where you can set up a net, like the YMCA, but where is this place? What's it all about?
Where is it? 520 12th Avenue East. They opened up just, I think, last year.
Yeah.
It's pretty brand new. It's like an actual official badminton place where we have proper court, like actual courts with like mats and nets set up, and it's
It's a really nice facility.
You guys play any other sports?
no, not really.
Just solely devoted to badminton?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we play other sports for the fun of it, but nothing serious.
You say serious. What do you have long-term goals in the sport? And if so, what are they?
You wanna go first?
I guess my long-term goal is to, I guess, try and do as well as I can and at national level. And yeah, and maybe, if possible, like get top 8. That's my long-term goal, I guess.
What type of avenues do you have to get to that level once you're done high school? Like, there's no university badminton programs, but is there something that you can do after high school is over? I guess it must be through the club, I guess, to move up. So is that sort of the aspiration, and how do you get to become a national team member?
I guess like practicing all your shots, making sure you're consistent, and especially like if you have to go to practice and stuff, and making sure, I guess, like you keep trying your hardest.
Is there, like, outside of high school provincials, are there provincials for badminton players
Yes.
as well?
Yes.
And you guys are obviously old enough to compete in those?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, they split to juniors and the senior level. So like at our age, since you're all under 19, we play in the junior level. And then after that, there's the under 23 category, which is like 4 years after you're done high school.
And I'm assuming there's doubles in that as well as singles?
Yep.
Yes.
I'm familiar with tennis, so I'm assuming it's sort of similar in that at the junior level there's, U12, U14, U16 and such, singles and doubles. Are there competitions, provincial and national ones in the summer, and do you guys take part in those?
Summer, not so much.
It's not usually during summer. Most of those are like more masters tournaments, but it's usually throughout the year. Where there's
So you could conceivably be playing a Team SAS tournament one weekend and playing for O'Neill the next week.
That's what we do.
Yep, that's we just recently did that.
That's what we do, man. Have you gone on to national competitions, and how have you done there?
We've played a couple of them and did okay. We won a match in them, which is pretty good. Pretty sure the farthest we've gone as a doubles pair is consolation semis, which is pretty good.
What's the best thing about the sport?
Everything. It's a really fun sport where like there's a lot involved, more than people usually realize. That everyone thinks it's like a backyard sport where you just hit a bird back and forth for the fun of it. But when you get to a high enough level, there's a lot of like skill and technique and a lot of like dedication that goes into this sport. And it's actually really fun when you play at a certain level where like everyone's equal, to the point where rallies are actually long and like the shot choice is all over the place. So you actually like stay on your feet and whatnot.
How strategic is it? I mean, as you mentioned, the players are comparable, so you can't just drive it down the guy's throat on the other side of the net. You have to set him up. And how long can a rally go? When good players are playing, not us.
Rallies could go for really long. I think one of the longest were like
111 shots.
100.
Oh, man. Okay, I'm just going to throw this out there right now.
Okay.
If they were to play us,
It would be brief.
there wouldn't be 111 shots in the game.
No,
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 no.
no. Unless it was the shots of the one team like taking shots at one another, which
It could be that.
no.
Guys, congratulations. Best of luck in
Thank you.
downtown Wilkie this weekend. Bring home the gold for Team SAS. You guys have been to provincials before as a team?
Not high school provincials.
Not high school.
No.
Oh, so this is new ground.
Yes.
Well, good luck.
Thank you.
And, if things don't go well, ditch the older brother, pick up a younger model. I'm kidding. You guys have done very well and will continue to do so. Good luck.
Thank
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, stick around. More to come.